Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Jason. Jason is from Arkansas in the USA. So let's see what Jason has to say. Enjoy the interview. Hello Jason.
Hey, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing today?
I'm good, a little sleepy, but Saturday, lazy day.
Thank you so much for taking the time this morning for the interview. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
So how does it feel the last morning of 2020 for you?
It's kind of weird. I feel like I didn't really accomplish anything this year, and most people want to accomplish something throughout the year, but I just felt like it just went through with nothing.
Tell me where you're from, Jason.
I live in Little Rock, Arkansas.
And what's the best part of living there?
I mean, I guess like friends and family. Other than that, I mean, it's kind of, it's okay. It's nothing like great, but I mean, it's pretty. It's, a lot of natural like trees and greenery and everything. I mean, it's a pretty little city. It's not real huge or anything, but I mean, I enjoy it. I've lived here for almost 20 years now, so.
I see. And where are you from originally? Which city?
Malvern, Arkansas.
Also in the same state?
Yeah, it's only about 45 minutes away. I moved here for school, and then there's been times I was going to move out of Arkansas, and then it kind of never happened.
You know what? I'm not sure if I'm wrong, but I have around 800 people on the show so far, and most of my guests in the show, they are from the USA. And if I'm not wrong, you might be my first guest from Arkansas State, if I'm not wrong. If I'm not wrong.
That's cool.
And what do you do for a living, Jason?
Right now I work in health insurance. Yeah, not very interesting to talk about, but I really like my job. It's, probably one of the best jobs I've had. Switching careers because I worked at a salon right before this, managing it. Most stressful job I've ever had. I mean, I know there's lots of other stressful jobs, but in the jobs I've had, that's the most stressful, but I enjoyed the people I worked with and getting to know everybody. But now I have like a job that's very like no stress, and it's really, really nice.
Amazing.
And lots of holidays I get to take off, so.
That's the best.
Like that. Paid holidays.
Amazing. Jason, before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, would you like to tell me something interesting about yourself?
Ooh. Well, I guess like one of the most interesting things, a lot of like the movies and music that I guess a lot of gay men watch or listen to. I'm not really interested in all that. Like when I'm out with my friends and stuff, they'll put on like, I guess like Ariana Grande, and I could only tell you probably like 3 songs of hers at all, because that's not the kind of like stuff I listen to when like I go on dates with guys or whatever, and and I make them listen to like what I listen to, and most of them are like, and then, and like the movies I like and I make them watch those too, and are not movies that they're really into, because I like B movies and horror movies, but like I kind of like the more cheesy ones, and like 80s, really into the 80s like horror movies and comedy spoofs and kind of stuff like that. So.
I grew up in the 80s, so I love the 80s. The 80s is the best decades ever. Yeah.
I was born in the early 80s, but I totally remember like everything. It was amazing time. I agree.
Jason, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Okay.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So this is my best friend. Full of wonderful questions. I'm just going to play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question. Okay, let's do it. Jason, during the game, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? All very friendly. First question for you is, oh my God, the first question for you is my favorite question of the Magic Box, okay? Send away a message to someone, but you don't need to tell who this message is for.
Oh, goodness. I guess there's somebody I never came out to, and I would send that message to them that I'm gay. I mean, I'm sure they know, but you know, that person I never like fully came out to, and I really don't think I ever will. I think they just acknowledged in like the past like couple of years that, you know, I had a partner, which I don't have a partner anymore, and we've been broken up for almost 4 years. But he was like, "Where's your partner?" At Christmas one time, I was like, "Oh, he's gone. He moved away." And that's what I would probably do, is probably come out to that person. And I know like I should, but I don't know. It's like one of those people that it's those words probably will never come out of my mouth to them and for the rest of my life. But I mean, I hate that, but it's probably going to be that way, you know?
Oh my God, I love it, the way you just express yourself. I think, imagine, this question came for so many people since I started the show, but it's the first time that someone literally come out to someone that might be watching the show right now. That's amazing. Oh my God, I love it. I'm glad this question came up to you. I'm so glad. And, saying that, how was growing up as a gay boy in Arkansas State?
Oh, it was not good. Living in Malvern, it's a really small town. I don't know if you ever heard of Acme Brick. It's like in Looney Tune cartoons and everything. I believe Acme Brick started in Malvern, if I'm not mistaken. But that's what Malvern is, like the brick capital, I know, of Arkansas. My dad always say the world because he worked there beginning like when he was able to work all the way until he retired. But I'll kind of go off track. I'd start talking, you know. But growing up there was like, it was really hard, and like I still have like dreams and stuff about like my bullies in high school, because there were two in particular. There was one girl, one guy that would always pick at me every day, and the school would never do anything about it. Like, I mean, there was one time one of them threw like a big spitball at the back of my head during math class. So I got up and I walked out, and I walked to the principal's office because my teacher wasn't doing anything about it. And then I was the one who got detention. Like, they didn't get in trouble, I did. It's just, I feel like growing up there, and as a kid, especially because I graduated in 2000, I feel like it'd be different now. But growing up then, it's like you had nobody. I really didn't have a lot of friends until my senior year, because my best friend was my cousin, and I became best friends with all her friends, and they were in 10th grade. So it wasn't 10th through the 12th. So I didn't really have anybody like to hang out with or anything. I would just kind of like go hide, and we had off campus. So my sister lived a few blocks away, so I'd go sit on her porch. And but my home life growing up there, that was great because my parents, I loved them, and they made sure I had everything I needed and wanted. And you know, I have 3 other siblings, but we didn't always get along like growing up. So we're all better now, but you know, I would get teased even by like my brother, call me gay boy and stuff, and like asking, "Are you gay?" And like at that time, I kind of knew, but I really didn't know. Like, I didn't even kiss a boy or anything. So, I don't know. It's growing up here up until I moved to Little Rock for college. It got way better starting from there, because that's when I actually started making like gay friends and getting in the gay community, meeting gay enemies and all that kind of stuff. But, it got better once I moved out of there. So like Little Rock's gay community, it's pretty good. I really like it. We've had, you know, I don't know if you watch RuPaul's Drag Race, or I cannot talk. RuPaul's Drag Race, Simone's from here. So that was like a big thing for like Little Rock gay community. I mean, from Conway and then moved to LA, but we've had some good things come out of here. And it's better now. Like I can be myself walking on the street in my neighborhood, and you know, except for Sarah Huckabee Sanders is about to be governor, and she's gonna be living across the street from me. I don't
Wow.
know if you know who she is.
Yeah, I think all of us, we went through tough time as, growing up, because the information wasn't too, like the way it is right now. The information is just out there. People, even if they don't want to educate themselves, sometimes you cannot avoid it, because our voice is louder and louder every single day. So I think, as you mentioned, nowadays we are in a better place for sure.
Yeah.
Ready for another one? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, Jason, next question for you is, if you could stay any age for the rest of your life, what age would that be and why?
I would probably pick some age in my early 30s, maybe, but I would really want the life I have right now. I feel like 30s is like when I peaked myself and my personality like really started coming out, and I'm 41 now. So I just feel like I wish the way I am right now is the way I could be at the beginning, when I don't know, I really came into myself and found like the friends that I have right now that are around, and they're still around like 10 years later from like beginning, like when I hit 30, because most of the people in my 20s and stuff aren't in my life anymore. That was like, new gay and going out and partying and doing all that like kind of stuff, which is, a lot different now. But I would say like just somewhere in my 30s, I think it's a good age range when most people have learned a lot. But I'd want like my job I have right now, like then, and had built up my career in the health insurance industry, compared to like, like in my 20s working the jobs and stuff I was working then, and going to college and all that kind of, stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I think all of us wish to had our age that we are right now. I mean, younger, like have the same mentality that we have right now, but we can't. It's part of the journey.
Yeah, because I don't mind getting older. The only thing that makes me sad about getting older are the people around me getting older, like my parents, because they had me late in life. I was not expected. And so, I mean, it makes me sad, see them getting older every year, because like, they're not going to be here forever. And, I'm really close to them, and I don't want to lose them,
Oh, sweet. So sweet.
I mean, other than that, I don't care about getting older, but just everybody around me, friends and everything. And, it's sad.
Aging is here. Age is in our brain. That's how numbers are.
Everyone around me, I feel like we're all the same age. Like my best friend is almost 20 years younger than me. We met at my old salon job, and we just instantly clicked, and have been together, like hanging out like several times a week for like the past almost 4 years now. So
wow.
Age is just an age, like everyone's the same age to me, because I hang out with people like in their 60s and 70s, and I'm hanging out with like late 20s, and I mean, it's just age. I don't really care about it. As long as I'm not hanging out with like 15, 16-year-olds, 17, I feel like they have to be like in 20s.
Next one. Before the next question, I was checking your profile, and it says there, cold as ice, but still as sweet. What do you mean by that?
It's a lyric from a Blondie song. And I just like that lyric. I'm really bad. Like, I think it's the song, maybe Sunday Girl. I may be really wrong. So Blondie fans, don't hate on me. I haven't listened to it in a long time, because that's been on my Facebook for a really long time. I don't update Facebook very often. I'll repost stupid memes and stuff every now and then, but I really don't use Facebook. Instagram is what I'm constantly posting on, but yeah, I just don't update Facebook. I've had it since college, when you had to go to school to have it, so I still have to sign in with my UALR login, which is so insane because I haven't been in school in forever. And, and then all of a sudden, like, everybody could get on it. So It's been there for a long time. I had to go back and delete a lot of pictures recently. That was like, oh, embarrassing. Like, what are they called? I don't know. My brain. I've got a brain freeze. It's not a tweet, but whatever. A status.
Yes.
And like, get those memories. It's so embarrassing. I'm like, delete every time. So yeah, it's a lyric from a Blondie song. It hasn't been changed. But I mean, I feel like it kind of represents me too, a little bit. I mean, I think everybody can be cold at some point. I feel like you have to be, because you got to stand your grounds. But for the most part, I'm probably going to be one of the nicest and sweetest people you probably would ever come across. Like, I love people. I hug her. Yeah.
Okay. Next question for you is, if you could be in somebody's place, in somebody's skin for 24 hours, who that would be and why?
You know what? So one of my favorite musicians is Jenny Lewis, and I would like to be in her life for 24 hours and just, I love music, and that's a lot of kind of music I listen to. So like see what she's been through. I'm like, she was an actress and then turned musician, and I mean, I don't know, it might be the day that I take over her body, maybe a day she doesn't do jack. So, but I mean, I think she's like one of the coolest musicians out there, and I would like to hear her new songs, and hopefully from an album coming out. So that's what I'm going to listen to my new demos or whatever, get a sneak peek of that. I guess it'd be something like that. Because I hate it when musicians take so long to release new music, or, especially a lot of the musicians that have been around a long time, they'll take like 4 or 5, even 6 years to release albums, because, they've been there, done that, their first career, first of their career, just spitting them out one after the other. So I think I would say Jenny Lewis and listen to her music. I mean, and there's probably way better people, like interesting things that somebody else would probably said, but I don't know, I'm nosy and I want the new music.
I just hope she's watching the interview right now and she's gonna
No, Jenny Lewis, come on. Send me a demo.
Next question, let's do it. Okay, Jason, next question for you is, what is your funniest memory of a date that you had?
Honestly, I really haven't had a lot of great memory dates, like first dates or just any date.
Any date. When you think about the dates that in the past, what's the funny one that comes to your
mind? Well, me and my ex-partner, he took me on a date, and we ended up going to Oklahoma City Pride, which is about 5 hours away. He was like, okay, I'm taking you on a date, and pack a bag, we're going out for the weekend or whatever. And we went there, and when he told me that's where we're going, I was like, I don't know. But he was like, it's so much fun. I actually went, and I had the best time. I ended up going for like 3 or 4 years in a row, up until COVID hit. And then I haven't been back since. But I guess it would be that, most of the people that I went on dates with in the past and stuff that just didn't work out, it's kind of all blocked out my memory now. So it's like, it didn't work out. So I guess I don't have a memory of any great dates with them except for my ex-partner. So
one person to go on a date with you, what's a must that they must have?
I like someone that smells good, nice breath. Because like if you're in a car together, you don't want, bad fragrances. So I'm used to that. I know that's kind of like I don't know the word, but because I think hygiene is important. Other than that, I'm pretty laid back and low key. Like we could even walk somewhere to go have dinner. Like I live in a neighborhood where if that person was coming, they could park at my house and walk 4 blocks to a cool hip restaurant. I'm not high maintenance at all. People that see me out may think I am, but I'm far from high maintenance. I mean, I do like nice things, but it doesn't take much to impress me. I just, kindness, obviously. Um, someone who isn't like really full of themselves as well. So I guess hygiene and kindness. Like I think you should treat everybody with kindness, even if you're going on a date, and even if you're not really getting along, then you may make a new best friend.
Absolutely. Yeah, you never know. You never know. I think those going on dates can open different doors as well. Even if it doesn't work out as a couple, but you never know. You might be on a date with your best friend in the future, for sure.
Yeah.
Next one, let's do it. Okay, Jason. Next question is: when was the last time that you laughed so hard that you couldn't stop?
Oh, last night with my best friend. We laugh like that every time we're together, like every time. And like I'm sure it's gonna be like that tonight. It's New Year's Eve, and fixing to go to one of our friends' house parties, and then going to a club because I'm dancing at a club tonight. So yeah, and I'm sure something's gonna happen. Like, and it'll just happen. Like, I mean, we get together and it's just like really stupid stuff. It's like two airheads getting together and just like laughing about anything. And that's what I like about him, because it doesn't matter what the situation is. He finds a way, even when like I'm really upset and stuff, and finds a way just to always end the time with just laughing about something. And he keeps on his phone a file of all of the ridiculous things I say. And he was like, "You're so serious when you say most of this stuff." So he's got like this long list, and he will bring these up randomly while we're at dinner with other people. And I mean, it's funny and it's a conversation starter to, especially if it's some new people that don't get my personality or maybe think I'm a little too much, or it could be one of those times I'm kind of quiet and he brings it up and it's like an icebreaker. But yeah, it's almost an every time thing we're together, there's always some uncontrollable laughter. And I feel like it's healthy, and it's really important to have, some people. I have several people that do that, but I'm with him like all the time. So that's last night.
Easy.
Yeah.
Right, I have 3 questions left for you, Jason. Let's do it. Next question is: what is the most romantic thing someone has ever done for you?
Coming home and my guest room that I was turning into a closet was painted and put together. I think I didn't want to do it. And I was like, oh, that's like the most happiest, sweetest things anybody has ever done. I know it's like real simple, but I've been trying to repaint my whole apartment for like the past 2 years. And like my living room's been like, I painted this pink, and there's like spots, and now somebody's probably gonna be looking, oh, I can see right there, that you can still see a little bit of the green under. And I started on my hallway. But yeah, I came home, and it was again my best friend. So I mean, I think you can have romantic moments with your best friends. It doesn't have to be with like a lover or anything like that, because I just really thought like it was the sweetest thing. My whole closet, that because I live in a historic house, so closet spaces are really small. So I was turning in one of my guest rooms into a closet. He had painted all the walls and the floors. I eventually did the floors because they were white, and so I repainted them. And then he went to this clothing store going out of business and bought like this big like display. And then when I came home from work, and it was put together, and I was, yeah, I think that was like one of the most thoughtful things. And I was like, let me pay you. And he wouldn't let me pay. He like just got all the stuff and just did it. I was like, that's really sweet. That's a really great friend.
Saying that, do you consider yourself to be a romantic person?
I feel like I am.
Mm-hmm.
I uh, yeah, I do. I
Okay.
mean, I think I'm really thoughtful and really sweet. I'm not really creative at making things for people. Like if I was trying to like do some like home project or arts type thing, I'll buy something for somebody that's really thoughtful or and I'm not a very good cook, so they wouldn't want me to cook for them. I can bake, but I can't really cook. But um, I mean, I like to get thoughtful things for people. I mean, even like sweet words or a card or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
even a trinket, something's just like something that's thoughtful, especially if it's got, thought into it. And when I'm looking for something for somebody, I was like, it has to have some thought. So,
Absolutely. I think people always appreciate the simple, genuine thoughts, something that they give like something very genuine. I think people, they like that and they keep it and they always remember. As you remember now, when your best friend just did this, this work in your house. So it's something that, came to your answer straight away when the question came up. So yeah. Two questions left for you, Jason. Let's do it. But before the next question, oh, I like your mug.
thank you. Have you ever seen Serial Mom?
Oh,
Well, it'll probably be backwards. It's
wow.
Ian Waters' film. One of my favorite movies, one of my top tens. And I got this mug and a matching one for one of my best friends for her birthday. It was like I got it for her. I was like I had to have it for me too because that's one of her favorite movies of all time too. So yeah, I don't. It's water. It's in it. I don't drink coffee. I have lots of coffee mugs, but I'm just drinking water out of it, and then I have my soda on the other side.
So before the next question, 2022 just finishing now, in a few hours, we are, getting into a new, fresh year, 2023. For you, 2022, if you could define, let's say, in one positive word and one negative word for you, what that would be?
um, 2022 positive would probably be. Can I say two words?
Yes, you can, absolutely.
I would say friends and family. I
Okay.
know it's maybe kind of a generic answer for some people, but um, I don't think I would even make it through the year without my friends and family. Like with my family, we've had a lot of like stuff that's happened this year, so it really brought us a lot closer. I feel like me and my brother, starting to get like we've never like except for when we were younger, we've had like better relationship throughout the years. And he just moved to Little Rock too, so and he texts me and calls me randomly now. And same thing with my other sister because we lost one of my other sisters earlier this year. So it's that was like a big thing with our family. So I talk to my mom every day. My dad's really hard hearing, so I can't call him. So she's got to relay everything to him. Um, so I think that and having my friends, here, because if I didn't have that, I would just be going insane. Like I said, my best friend laughing all the time. If I wasn't laughing every day, I don't know how I would be. Because I mean, even just a text, so I'm at work and having a stressful day, and he'll just send something just stupid. And friends and family is a really positive thing, and that sums it up. Closer together, and I think with everything going on right now, it's really important. Keep your closeness. Don't be too petty, and all that kind of stuff. So negative. Negative. You said just a word.
Yep. What if you could define 2022 in one word? What that would be?
Okay.
Okay.
It was okay. It was okay. I'm hoping the next year's gonna be better. But I mean, 2022 is okay. I mean, I started my new job this year, so that was a great blessing. And getting to know the new people at my new job, which it's really quiet because most people don't go in the office, and I go in the office almost every day, or I go every day. Um, so yeah, I would say it's okay. And I think 2023, get
It's gonna
better.
be amazing. It's gonna be like,
Yeah,
wow.
it's gonna be great. I'm excited about it.
Good.
I mean, I'm gonna try to change some stuff about myself. So I have a
Right?
plan. I never make resolutions, but I feel like this year I'm actually going to be one of those people and make one, and I'm going to do it.
Wow. Wow. Feel it. I'm sure you will. Next question is, would you ever get a tattoo and what that would be?
Oh, I have lots of tattoos all over me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have. Well, I don't have a lot. I have 8 or 9,
So
and I
tell me
have
which
a
one is.
lit. I'm
So
sorry.
sorry. Tell me which one is the first one you ever had and the latest one.
Well, my first one, I really would get covered up. Is one like a stupid. I'll show it. It's on my wrist, and it's bad. It's supposed to be a broken heart. But I guess you have to stretch it or something. I don't know. Emo phase. There was this time I was really obsessed with Fifi Dobson, and she had this album called Sunday Love, and it was like hearts, and I was obsessed with hearts. I was like, I'm going to get a broken heart. It was just like, one of those doesn't really have a lot of meaning, just like that phase. But and
The
you said
latest, the latest
my
one.
one, oh gosh, I'm wearing like shorts. I'm dressed from here up and just put on shorts because you can't see. But I think my latest one was I have I got them at the same time. I have tattoos right above both my knees. I have one that's a girl posed as spaghetti, and I have a girl that's posed as a hot dog.
Oh wow.
And um, and the girls are both naked. And everybody was like, "Why you're gay and you have like all these?" Because I have all these women tattoos, like and that are kind of, some of them are kind of naked. And I have to keep some of them covered up. Um, but yeah, I thought they were really cool. I thought about them for a really long time. There's this website called valfrey.com, which is, I don't know if you can see it right there in the back. It's the same artist. And I really love all the stuff that she does. So, and I love spaghetti and I love hot dogs. So it really worked out. And it's also when I have my short shorts on walking out, I get so many people like stopping me, and I got the tattoos for people to ask about them. Some people are like, I hate it when somebody asks about a tattoo. Then I'm like, ask me about them. Ask me about all of them. Like I have my legs and all several spots, and I'm gonna get lots more.
Amazing. Ready for the last one?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Last question. Okay, before the last question, in your opinion, what Arkansas state stands out compared with other states in the US? Tell me something interesting about the state itself.
Well, I think, I've lived here so long, it's really not very interesting to me. So it's really hard to like think of something interesting. I mean, there's lots of like nature, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, it's a beautiful city. It really is. It's a beautiful state. Um, yeah.
Okay, they
I mean,
stayed.
we have some really cool like towns. There's one called Eureka Springs, which is like one of my favorite places in Arkansas. And I think it's one. I mean, there's probably other obviously little towns or whatever in other states because I've seen them in movies and all these like fancy states. But I think Eureka Springs is like this gym that we have, and I feel like it's really interesting because it's very gay, but it's very religious, and there's also, I mean, you go there, you can be yourself, but there's also this giant statue of Jesus, and they have great passion play, which is very religious, but there's all this gay stuff going on too. And I mean, it's really interesting. It's a documentary about it. It was on Amazon Prime. I forgot the name of it, but it's about Eureka Springs. And I just feel like that's one really interesting thing, if that even answered the question. Because I start rambling and then kind of get off topic and start talking about other things. I'm really bad about that.
Last question for you is, if you could have dinner with anyone, living or not, who that would be and why?
You know what? I would say Anna Nicole Smith. I felt like she was so interesting. I think some people probably would not agree with this answer. There's so many more people that you could say. But I don't know. I just really would like to have sat down, talk to her, and get inside her head because I mean, if you ever saw the show, interviews and stuff, I just felt like she's really interesting. So I would probably say her. I mean, I was really sad when she passed away. I have a tattoo of her as well on me, but but if I picked a family member, I probably, if I can pick two, if I would pick my granny because she's been gone since 2009, and that would be another person I would love to come out to her. You know, never came out to my granny, and we were really close. So, you know, maybe I'll change my answer from Anna Nicole to my granny. I love my granny. We were so close, and yeah, and I would come out to her.
Amazing. Jason, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game, okay? I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
Money.
Success.
Family.
Love.
One word for life.
Happy.
Sex.
Fun.
How about love?
I feel like I'm turning red now.
Yeah, sex is fun, absolutely.
I am turning red, I can see it.
One word for love.
Love. I just have to use the same word for that.
Politics.
Need. I guess need. Need love.
Need? Okay.
Yeah. But love, you know, could be used for that too.
Politics.
Makes mad.
Religion.
Ish.
Desire.
Want.
Regrets.
Lots.
Fear.
Every day.
Friendship.
Love.
Success.
Money.
Wish.
Happiness.
And one word for happiness.
Love.
Ooh, I like the way you said love.
I love love. So
one word for Little Rock, your city.
Pretty.
And the last one now, USA, one word.
Interesting.
Let's pretend now. Sorry?
Well, it's interesting. It's full of interesting people and lots of interesting things every day. So,
absolutely. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend. Define Jason in one positive word and one negative word. What your best friend would say? You're already laughing.
Positive would probably be silly. I think negative would probably be Nancy. I don't know if you know her, the saying, don't be a negative Nancy. So it would be something like that because he says stuff like that all the time.
I see. All right. Let's play now Jason in the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the music one more time. Let's do it. Okay, Jason, you can ask me a question now.
Okay. What is something that you have not accomplished that you really want to accomplish? You may not know if you're ever going to accomplish it, but it's something that you strive to actually do, even if it's just something like, you know, it may never ever happen, but it's just something that's always been in your mind, and you just really always want to do it?
Wow. By the way, I love the question. And over 800 interviews, nobody asked me this question yet. So I love
So
it.
I was
Wow.
thinking hard on it last night with my best friend. He was like, just think of something. And so like I wrote down some stuff, and I was like, I feel like that's a good question, because
It's
I'm
a
really
re-
bad at questions on the spot. It was like, so I was like, I gotta write down. I gotta remember this.
I love the question, and I have the answer for you, Jason. When I was growing up, I first, influence of my teachers, my family, they said that I could be a good lawyer because I loved reading at the time. I was very good in Portuguese grammar. I like history, so all the things they were like, "Oh, you're gonna be a good lawyer." No, looking back now, I couldn't be a good lawyer, but it's something that I was born to, to be a therapist, a psychologist, something, connects with that. And actually, what I do here in the show is something very genuine, it's very similar to that. So what I want to do is still something that I would like to do it one day. It's to get a degree in psychologist or anything in that field. It's something that it's me, knowing myself right now, the person who I am. I can easily see myself, and I think I would enjoy every single day going to the class and get a degree, in this field. I think it's something that it's me. It residing too much, so much. It's just when I think about myself working, I think even for the show as well, I think I would having a degree on that. I think even for the show from you would help me to understand more things with my guests on the show. So yes, I love the question, and the answer is very easy because I thought about that already, and it's something that I really would like to do. I really would like to do, and of course, right now I can't because it's not cheap and it's not easy there. I need to work. It's a lot, but it's something that I still want to do, and I'm sure I think I will do for sure, because when I think about it, I can picture myself there, and I would give my 100% of my time to that, because it's something that I would love to accomplish in my life for sure.
Good answer. I like that.
Wow. And I love the question as well, because something that I was thinking about the other day, and I mean, not just the other day, but I always come to my mind, my God, I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. But talking about it now, it's just feel real. And I just can't wait to be able, and I'll let you know, okay, when I start it, I'll let you know that I started.
You can study me. I can be a subject on one of your papers.
For sure, we're gonna do some Zoom times, like Zoom like calls. Like, Jason, I have a topic that I want to explore more. Are you available? Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be calling like every week. Jason, can you talk about this topic?
Of course. Anytime.
Did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, it's really cool. I was actually really nervous, and I know I told you, but I was really nervous, especially when we were having some technical difficulties before we recorded. Your email finally, the original finally came up like 30 minutes later. I don't know. I think it's something, the weather here, it's like the cloud, it keeps getting cloudy and lighter, so I know the lighting keeps changing. My internet's been a little janky lately, so because I'll be watching something on my laptop and just stop, and I'm really thankful it didn't do that today, right now.
I'm glad that you challenge yourself, and we literally now made memories. We're gonna watch this interview like in the future, or we are connected now. Welcome to Will in the Magic Box community. You're part of it for sure now. Before you go, if you can share a positive message, something that you live by.
Pretty simple words, but be kind. My family, and even like some of my former bosses, like when I worked in retail and stuff, you have to be kind. I know would have my bad days and stuff, obviously, but that's something I strive to be nonstop. I try not to be trying to refrain from saying cuss words, and I'm really proud of myself that I haven't said a bad word this entire time. But I just try not to be one of those like meanies, because I just feel like you never know what that person's going through that day, Because I know myself when I'm going through something, you know, I want people to be kind to me. So I just want to make sure that's something that I do all the time. Um, my people get on me because, you know, when people are coming up asking for money, and I'm always like, even if I don't have any, like, I'm so sorry I don't have any. And then, you know, they're like, don't talk to them. But I was like, I don't know. I always usually say something unless they look like scary. But I always will, I don't know, just, those are just words I feel like are really important. They're real simple, but a lot of people are not kind. And I just think that you should be kind.
Totally. I think it's a new year starting now. Let's work on in this top of being kind. Let's watch ourselves out about it. And it's so simple and easy. And I think the words can change a lot if we are kind to other people. And also we need to remember to be kind to ourselves as well. I think it starts from us to be kind to us. Sometimes we forget that. Sometimes we are so, on and on with our lives, going, move on, but sometimes we forget to be kind to ourselves. So I think it's
Exactly.
the start of the journey, for sure. Happy New Year! I hope you enjoy your this year coming now. I wish all the best. I think I'm glad we had this interview today. And you're saying in the beginning that it's a new year. You don't have new resolution, but you have some things that you'd like to work on. And I think it's amazing. It's amazing. And yeah, good luck, and we keep in touch. Thanks so much for taking the time for the interview, Jason.
Thank you for having me.
Okay? Keep in touch, okay?
Yes,
Have a nice
of course.
day.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.